Hello, ladies and gentlemen, to the Elite Series League of Legends Division 2. Welcome back with me and QG, of course, my handsome color caster next to me. And
I'm not color. See, I'm pale.
Yeah. Pale like
I'm
your
a pale
name, right?
caster.
or it's Paul, right? Anyway.
Yeah, it's Paul caster. Our jokes are so bad today.
Yeah, we are.
That I
really...
kinda enjoy it.
No. Basically, this guy has bad jokes. This guy has bad jokes. I can't say that every single time of any bad things.
I think you need
this handsome guy.
you need to hold that paper for a bit longer. If we cast again, maybe for future stuff that we do at the end of the season. I don't know.
Anyway, let's jump into the draft. I think some obvious bans and some not really obvious bans. I really like those Rek'Sai and Ivan bans. I don't know, just some cool guys which we want to see today. And Rel first pick. Let's check both players. Both don't really play too much Rel, at least in solo queue, so could be a surprising pick from both of them, even jungle or support. And on the other side, I think we see not a new top laner, right? Just JJS, whatever. I never saw this guy before, so it's a new top laner for PERTINAX.
Yeah. I think he's new.
Yeah. But it's Kragas. He probably likes to play Kragas, and I think we saw Makala on some Kragas as well, so that could definitely be a pickup by him as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of contract changes and new players coming in to the teams. That kind of started around this week. They probably went with it last week, and we have the Silas and the Ashe locked in. But yeah, there are a lot of new faces that we will see. I also think once upon a team changed their AD carry. Was it Smoothie?
No, it was Smoothie.
Was Smoothie? Okay, I'm so sorry, Smoothie, but
no, I think they changed nothing.
I kind
of remember all of those names. But who knows? Anyway, I see Sylas spun really quick. I mean, 2 good ultimates so far, but blind pick Sylas could be risky. Asriel got locked as well, and there is the Milio insta lock basically. So Leolas on Milio.
It's an oppressive lane, the Milio Ashe.
Yeah, kinda works. The question is, how good is it against Rel? Because I think if Milio hits a good Q, he might stop the dash, but
and it's easy to hit because it's very slow. Yeah, the W is very slow, so if you hold your Q, you can just knock back the Rel if she's not in minions, else you kick the minion. So if Rel engages in the minion wave, it's harder. And also with the ult, it's harder. But it's definitely possible. You are normally very far away, so the Rel can't engage you like that on lane. So we could see her in the jungle, so she comes from the side, it's harder to hit. And then we have the K'Sante ban, it's still, I think, one of the brokenest top laners there is right now. And the Jax also out, so they still consider the Gragas as a flex pick for top, mid and jungle. The Jarvan is out, it got Harvard before. I think Neko also played quite amount of Jarvan.
And I would actually
good lock up for Ashe.
I would actually predict an Aatrox ban, by the way, just because JJS is actually an Aatrox man. So kind of surprising this Jax ban. They did not find this dude, but I definitely in the right matchup, I think they could definitely slam the Aatrox, and I would actually. With Kragas, I mean, they can just pick a mid laner now because they see Sylas, right? So just counter pick Sylas, and then give you a top laner last pick, and then he just crushes with Aatrox.
Yeah, it looks like that, and if he gets a tank, He is stronger anyway.
Yeah. So far.
He has the lane. There it looks like it's Rel jungle.
Yeah, could be. I mean, those hooking champions usually are good against Emilio because if you hook him, he's basically dead. That's the reason why Blitzcrank is such a strong counter pick, but not every single support plays Blitzcrank, so we see just another hook champion here.
But yeah, they stay out of range. If they stay out of range, then...
They want to pick it away. Okay.
Oh, they want to play set. Is this the?
They want to pick it. They want to pick it away.
Come
on.
Aatrox.
Hover something else. Hover something else. They want to pick it away. Okay, that's really cool because like the other champions in his kit are like Sion and Pantheon. Pantheon could be choosy. Then of course Na, Zed, or and that's basically his champion pool.
Isn't Pantheon also a good pick against the Aatrox? Because he's always in the phase and the first two Qs don't hit that hard. And it's Kayn.
But they want to flex it. Yeah, it's Krager's top lane. It's basically his third most played champion, so definitely a Krager's player. And Kayn against so many melee champions.
So who is the stronger Darkin then, right?
Yeah, but I really like Kayn.
Law-wise, Rust is the weakest Darkin there is because he didn't corrupt the body properly.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's normally he's pretty weak. Therefore, there are two forms.
Yeah, QG, why are you hitting me with so much lore today?
I don't know. I actually like the League lore. And with too, Naafiri coming out, I'm really a Darkin fan because if I just hear Aatrox's voice and when he says, I am a god killer, this is peak voiceover and lore combination. I don't know how you can not love the Aatrox lore and the Darkin lore overall. They even made new voiceovers for Varus. There are 3 voiceovers for Varus because there are actually 3 people. It's Varus, it's Kai, and it's also the other guy. So there are 3 people inside Varus' body, or 3 souls rather, and the strongest Darkin is the stronger the Darkin is, the better he takes over the host.
Okay.
So Rast is one of the weakest because he only took over half of the body of Kayn, and if Rast is consumed by Kayn, Kayn gets stronger, and if Rast takes over Kayn's body, well, Rast is Kayn. So yeah, and therefore I really like these combinations of, yeah, I am a Darkin beast, I was a Shurima Ascendant, and we just lost war against Void. With Naafiri there was so much lore coming out and I'm really a fan of it. And I think if Naafiri hits the competitive scene, there's a lot of flashy things the Hound can do.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Is Naafiri, like, will she or he, who knows, be enabled on Worlds? I mean, we still have some patches to come, and then there will be a playoffs patch, probably a Worlds patch. So maybe we see it on Worlds. Who knows? Or maybe it's just dog shit at this moment because he got hard nerfed, or maybe it will be so broken that everybody just bans her and that's it.
Let me check the patch notes that were posted earlier this split, so we know if it's enabled. It will be enabled because it's on 13-14.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean,
they July 25.
Yeah, but they disabled Milio and Yumi for MSI.
Oh so no, yeah, but it's not enabled because it's on the first patch, and it's never enabled on the first patch.
Yeah, but only if the patch as well.
Yeah, only if the patch is out for more than 2 weeks, then it is enabled. But we will see how it will go.
We will see.
Yeah, we play 3 weeks on this patch. So this, next, and the other week we play on 13-13. and then playoffs start with 13-14. So the next patch that comes in next week is a playoff patch. So we can look ahead into this. So the Rift Slavs can actually, I think they already locked playoffs, didn't they?
Yeah, probably. I mean, with so
9
many
wins.
wins, I think they are locked. Would be funny if not. Oh no, we get flamed. We get flamed by Rishi. Oh no. By the way, yeah, but by the way, I mean, I talked about if it would be funny to see Nafiri on Worlds. I don't care about.
Yeah, the Worlds it could be enabled. There are 4 months until Worlds. No, 3 months. Yeah, 3 months and 2 weeks. So we will probably see her.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we will probably see her.
It'd be a banger.
Yeah, it would be a banger because maybe it's an assassin that's good. Maybe it's an assassin that's bad.
Who knows?
And I want the dog. Dogs need to win against the cat.
No, really? Are you not a cat person?
No, I never had a cat, but I had dogs.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, do you know what the name of my Prime League team is?
Cat? With cat?
It's Nico Elite. And we have a cute
Nico.
little cat. We have a cute little cat and it's a cat on a keyboard. And the cat has earphones.
Oh, it's the meme cat from the keyboard, like the. Ah, come on.
No, we have. I have paid a graphic designer to draw me this. He got good money.
for the good icon.
Yeah, I mean, like our budget is like, it's just my money, so it's kind of sometimes hard to really have budget for the team. But for this logo, I paid some bucks.
Yeah, if you want to have a good logo, you kind of need some good money.
Yeah.
The Rigi just hit us with the facts.
It was funny. I think in Luxembourg they call him the handsome beast, right?
I think if you exclamation mark Daniel, there comes handsome beast, or is it handsome
Probably.
beast? What was it?
I don't know. Whatever. Once upon a team against PERTINAX. It's the last game of the day. It's the 2 bottom tier teams of our league right now. One of them will get 3 wins. One of them will stay with 2 wins. We have a Kane, we have a Aatrox, we have a lot of Darkins. So, will be a banger match. We have the Red Jungle again. We have Emilio coming back into the meta. So, a lot of things happened in this draft. And we even see some sneaky level 1 gameplay by Makela. And I think that's important information, because with the sword, he knows exactly how to route. Because there are some Kanes who start at enemy raptors. Holy and he can't do that, of course, if the enemy starts at raptors itself. So he just wanted to check if they start blue, because then you could start enemy raptors. But with this information of the sword, he can route maybe into enemy blue. So just to have some sneaky paths there by the Makela, by the PERTINAX jungle.
Was that the Space Groovy Kragas burping around?
Maybe.
The sound is so obnoxious. Oh. Yeah, and there's the hits. It would be Bruiser Kragas, well, of course, but start with the tier.
Yeah. So basically, just the classic full damage Kragas with full tank Kragas with Tia, maybe even with Rods or with Everfrost, who knows. But just a lot of damage coming out from Octimalus on this top lane. We got to level 2 first. That's the reason why you can trade so well. And now with the Hawk shot, they try to spot out the top side, and they see that Rel probably is just taking all of those camps. And I believe that Makela could have went for an invade, for example. He had all the information of the world, but he decided to just go for the full clear himself. Oh, but Rel is now here in the mid lane. The knockup does not connect, but the chain, so a lot of damage. But in the end, it's not enough, and with that, he doesn't even need to flash out.
Yeah, and the double stun from Yeti fight saves him.
Oh, little engage, and it could be first, but not now. In the end, it's not enough damage, but Must2 plays this matchup really aggressive right now.
And there comes the range. With the inspiration tree, you can just hit with the Ash. Just got a buff. With the passive damage, I think it's now 115% more damage after the second auto attack.
Yeah, could be. But
Really top side, by the way.
Yeah, it's a really boring early game so far, but there's the gank, but yeah, Gragas is just... Yeah, he is just fast and can dash away, so nothing really happens. Both mid laners used TP so far, so they both had their first reset. Oh, what a cook there onto Ashe, and with the ignite, with the damage, they might can run her down. You know, he flashes, he E's, but the Q is not connecting because Mio, with a wonderful body blocking of those Qs, kinda survived in the end, and it was a good gank on top lane against Octimalus, but now Rel is trying to freeze it because of the teleport, of course. Now big engage there onto Unified, but he just survives teleport now from Octimalus on the top lane, so nothing will happen there. And in the end, it's just it's a really aggressive early game from both sides, but nothing at least happened at the moment.
Yeah, and these creepy hooks, I say, are so nasty. You hit them with the minion, and then, or you hit just not the minion, hit the Ashe behind it. We all know that these sneaky hooks there will be.
Oh no, they run him down because Eufo is a little bit too aggressive. Yeah, he's probably dead.
Yeah.
And he tried to stop the recalls, and I think that was a big bait by PERTINAX. Just getting him here, killing him. That's a good start for the PERTINAX bot lane.
That's a very good start for the Ashe and Melio. That they have more range always, and you have to go for max hook range to be safe, and so UFO wasn't at that point, so he wasn't safe. And there we see a gank.
Oh, he tries to gank the flashless Victor, and that looks good. Chains connect, but not onto the Victor, and in the end he just runs out because the chain's connected to the minion.
Yeah, you see Neko emoting a lot. There's also a little trick you can do with the emotes. It's probably good for solo queue. So if you hit your emote when you're ganking and the top laner responds, so you know you're on the wards. It's a little jungle trick you can do if you want to. So Frashtana never answer emotes if you see them on top, and there's CT fight getting ganked.
1v1 engage on the mid lane, and at least he trades 1-for-1, but I don't know if it's worth it actually, especially because Makela gets one, and this Kayn could be a really strong asset in this game versus that many melee champions.
Yeah, Yeah, and also if he got mini stacks, that's also good. So
little fighter on the top lane, but against all those minions and with the face rush, he can at least try to fight it. But no, he just runs out, and Aatrox actually is probably freezing the wave right now. Botlane was a little played by Nako, but they couldn't really get into them, even though they had a good setup. Of course, with Lantern, for example, and with hooks, they can always try to go for it. But no, there's the big engage onto Optimalus with Kayn. That could be something, but in the end, you need to flash out of there because the World Ender is just too strong in the 2v1, just heals too much, and now the 1v1 of both mid laners. Nobody dies, and now the next engage on the top lane, and he gets it. Rest is stronger than Aatrox. That's it. And now the chains are not connecting, but the gravity field is good. The damage, he could flash onto him, but he needs to be careful because of the Kingslayer. So there comes a lot of feeling, but in the end the auto attacks are probably enough. Also close! In the end, he is surviving, but what a close play there.
Yeah, and there's another stacks for Maklar. Again, mini stacks coming from Mastu. That was quite unfortunate for Mastu here. But Maklar was doing Rift Tower, so he was faster than Nako at this fight. And also Mastu needed to go top to escape the victor. Maybe you play around your bot side if you know your jungler is there, so you can follow up. So I think Master knows that for another time. That skin looks fancy. Yeah. Aatrox one.
Yeah. From our top lane buddy Kingen. From DRX of course, and now he gets ganked. There's Kayn, but there's Rell as well. Nobody can really engage there, so Maklar will survive. But look at those support players, both are there. Crystal Enchanted Arrow will connect probably onto Rell, but nobody can really engage on it. And now Milio in a 1v1 with Sylas can't really win it. So in the end, the rotations coming to the Heralds from Once Upon a Team. They will probably secure it, but they lose at least some minions on the bot lane because Ashe is just pushing it in.
Yeah, and Ashe probably gets a plating here too. Is the engage? The sun is coming.
Try to kill Maklar, but Maklar is on fresh, gets one, and there is the big Kragas. Kragas with a good barrel, but in the end Maklar even survives it. Now he needs to get peeled a little bit, but there's the shutdown from Sylas. Oh, the big question is, can you still fight it? Oh no, Loidos is a little bit too deep. Double kill for Sylas. And with that, the fight ends with just 2 kills for Once Upon a Team and 1 kill for Maklar.
Yeah, and we see Nico is not happy with these fights when he spams the Vega emote, but it actually went good for them. And Rust is enabled. He is now the stronger Darkin.
And he has Godfinger, so this Kayn is huge.
And he has the shoes.
He has the free shoes, yeah.
Free shoes, free body, win-win.
Free spirit.
Free spirit.
You know if you know. Do you know?
The spirit?
No, free spirit.
Free spirit.
Do you know it?
No.
Oh, there's a big engage coming onto JJS, and JJS is tanky, but he is not that tanky. He tries to outplay it with some good movement and with the face rush, but he still dies to the stronger Darkin on the top lane. So just another kill for Once Upon a Team, coming back a little bit. But there could be a tower dive with the rest.
I want to know the spirit one. Is that from the movie Spirit?
No.
Okay.
It's, I don't know if you are in the German rap scene, if you know anything about German rap.
Kinda, yes.
So there was a diss track. Oh, maybe we'll just talk about this engage now onto Kane. Kane tries to get onto him. Oh, chains connect. Is this the great play for the Siders? He heals a little bit, but now he is against two people. Kane can't really connect onto him, but now he sits in the Aatrox. He has a lot of damage, but not enough. There comes the gank from Rel onto the bot lane. And that's Mr. Hub is dead. He flashes out, but still is dead. So in the end, it's just one kill for Once Upon a Team. So let's talk about rap, about German rap. You know Kollega, probably. The boss. No, yes?
Sorry, come again?
You know Kollega, the boss?
Yes.
German rapper? And like, he had maybe 2 years ago, there was a time where he like was a little bit. Oh no, we need to talk about this mid lane gank against UF. Can he survive? Can he get out? But the chains is too strong. He will get knocked up, and there's the kill for Naked. So he had like a. Oh no, I can't talk about it. He had like.
Was that the diss track against Bushido?
No, it's a diss track. But it's a diss track from Shindy against Kollega. And he named it Free Spirit.
Oh, okay.
And it was rough in German terms because there was a lot of dissing moms and stuff, and normally you don't say something against the moms, right? So, and it was a lot of things against Kollega's mom, so it hit it like a truck in the German scene. Anyway,
okay.
Just look Shindy Free Spirit.
Yeah, well, I will look it up after the game.
Anyway, and
Dash
there's
is down.
a Gage, but you can't really kill it at the moment. He is just too tanky, and he does not really want to fight it. But Drake for PERTINAX, so that's something. Can he get tower though? This is the question. No, probably not.
Wait, is that a bug on on Nako with the Evo? Or is he constantly spamming it?
He might.
I think it's a bug. Oh no.
Yeah, he is just a funny boy. And now UF tries to get out, but there comes the chance they are not connecting. Makela now here with the tower, with the knock up, and in the end he secures his 4th kill. So well played by Makela. He is definitely like a big carry right now for PERTINAX. Oh, Optimalus just tries to play aggressively onto the turret, but can't really do something. It's just Gragas, too much sustain.
Yeah, and that's the going for the Everfrost, isn't he? Oh no, Night Harvester.
Yeah, could be. Now the tower dive maybe from Nako and Optimalus. Can they get in this question? And the 1v1 from those two mid laners, but the Chaos Dome is just too strong. Must2 just gets a Makela on the hunt. He might try to 1v1 it, but he can't connect the knock up, so nobody dies. Top lane, I think JJS even survived it, and now turret first blood. Oh no, it's actually second blood because bot lane turret was first blood. Goes 2-1
for JJ, it will be the Rod of Ages, and that is pretty late.
Yeah, or knockout onto Makela. Can he survive with the healings, with the Qs, with the knockups? It's a lot of healing, but he is not tanky enough right now. So no coming out from him.
And that's the Rift Herald for Once Upon a Team. Yeah, Masto is pretty strong at this point. Can easily 1v1 the Silas. He has 2 dashes and is low. You can't really escape with the area. If you have face rush, it's easier. So, yeah.
I mean, just think about it. It was a second pick Silas. So you saw the matchup, you saw it pretty early. And that's all you could get out of it, just dying to him. I mean, sad for Unified. But he will come back. He is Victor, so there will be a lot of damage from him anytime soon. We saw it in the game against Rifsloss. I believe no.
With
Rifsloss. Well, Victor was really strong in wave clearing, so we might see it from him as well. And next Drake is coming up in 1 minute 30, 40. But it's basically this game is really slow. I mean, sometimes we see a little 1v1, sometimes we see a little Makala action, but actually both teams are pretty much just farming at this point.
Yeah, and JJ is just dancing around Octamalus the whole time. He's behind, but he danced pretty good.
Or he will try to twist the arrow snipe, but there comes, I don't know how the ultimate of Milo is called, but there comes just ultimate, so they are safe. You need to snipe Leolas, then he is dead. But if you just snipe someone else, he can always just keep him out of there with the ultimate. So well played by Leolas and Mr. Up. Oh, Optimalus now with the 1v1, at least it was a try. But nobody really dies right now. Oh, the big engage by Rel. She finds the angle, she finds the first kill together with Masto, but there's a lot of damage by Mr. Hub, but now Optimalus is within him. Makla buys a lot of time, 1-for-1 so far. Oh, good hook against Ash, she is dead, and now the counter engage coming out. Oh, good splash by Snoopy, but in the end he just dies against Victor. Victor is huge, maybe he gets even more, but no, he just dies. Double kill in the end by Mastu. And with that, it's an ace. And with that, maybe even a bit mental.
Mastu with the perfect stealing Gragas ult to knock back the enemies into him and Neko and just finishing them both off. Mastu is on point this game. He's going for the Shadow Flame now with the even Everfrost finished. On almost every kill he has a participation. This is... yeah, Once Upon a Team looks good.
Definitely, yeah.
PERTINAX, they have some problems right now.
Yeah, but PERTINAX might get this trick if Neko can't be as fast as he can into this pit. 5,000 HP left, and there could be the engage from the side. Hook does not connect, but a steal! There's Real! It steals the true shot barrage, it's amazing, and now there's the engage from Makala into 3 people. He tries to get some time with his ultimate. They get one big shutdown onto Mastu. It could be a winning team fight there from PERTINAX. They even get Neko, and with that they could try to turn to Baron.
Yeah. They are turning to Baron. They... wow, Smoothie got the dragon, but PERTINAX got the fight and also get the Baron. Yeah, the front to back didn't work here.
I mean, Optimalus is still there, but alone as 1 against 5, it's really rough, and you don't really have stealing potential there, so it's just a Baron for PERTINAX, and maybe even more. No, there comes just an ultimate to stop recalls, but nobody gets hit. In the end, they get at least 1 turret for this Baron, but that's really costly for PERTINAX really to create teamfight, and especially like Victor. I think he did so much damage against Mastu, and he was just alone against 4 people and just died.
Yeah, the Victor comes online. He's on the 2nd item and he's outscaling the Silas pretty soonish. And there's also the Oblivion Orb twice for the healing of the Aatrox and of the Silas, so you can kill them faster. That's also very important to have. Healing cut means they are less tanky. And with the Liandry's, the healing cut is even longer. Moving out. Makla is also pretty tanky. He has a lot of lifesteal. Also healing. What? There's a gank?
It could be an engage onto Victor, but 2v1, that's something that he can fight in, at least in some world. He has a lot of damage, he flashes over the wall. So that's all they engaged against him, and now he can try to run them down. There comes the team. Leolas at least is on his way together with Mr. Up. Mr. Up can just fight the arrow, can just choose to throw the arrow, but he does not. So in the end it's just a turret. And that was a really good kite there from the Victor.
Yeah, he just used flash and they almost got 2 kills for it. Wow. Also the macro to move up immediately and corner them, and also the answer from Once Upon a Team. Well, they have trash, so they get at least 1 out of there, and they probably take the one that's less mobile. So, but now with the Baron, they're just poking everything down, getting the towers.
Humanos tries to defend. Yeah, but they can't really push it. I mean, they have Baron buff, and it's just a tier 1 turret, but they can't really push it. I mean, that's scary.
Yeah, it is. Because of the flash engage of Nako. I think, yeah, Nako's flash and Mr. HP's flash are on the same.
Oh no. Oh, he might get engaged here, but no, they are just not fast enough.
That was a very late reaction from Once Upon a Team. If they would react on that faster, he probably would be dead. But Emilio just sped him up with the W and the Shorelia passive. So he just run away with 20% of room speed.
Yeah. And last track was a disaster for Once Upon a Team. They lost 2 people, lost the Baron. I mean, they got the Drake. So the Drake itself was not a disaster, but the Drake play was a disaster. And so they might want to fight it this time under different circumstances. Would be better for them. Nako is on the flank, and I don't think that they know that he is there. Good engage there with the Ash Arrow. But the question is, can they just kill someone? Smoopy is really low, but there comes the big flank, and that's a lot of damage coming out from us too. It's double kill already, but Makala at least gets 1 back. Up still under protection, and Victor still can try to get some kills there, but he needs to be a little bit careful. It's a 2v3, and that could be just the Drake. For Once Upon a Team, they traded 1 kill for free, for 4 actually. So that was a good fight.
Flank again. I liked there was no flank. But yeah, very good engage from Mastu to just bait out the Milio ult right there, and then Nako could just come from the flank and pull everybody in with the Rel ult, so can AoE them down. It was very good flanking from Nako and engaging from Mastu.
Yeah.
So you see that Victor and Saris are not that far away. It's like 1k 400. It's for scaling champ like Victor. It's not that much because we are coming to that endpoint where Victor gets stronger and stronger. Yeah, it's a finished item. If the Rabadons is finished for Victor, he probably outscales the Silas.
Yeah, but I would have believed that Makala would have been way more ahead, but actually he wasn't. Just, I think, 600 gold or something. Oh, Hook does not connect. Oh,
13
maybe
assists.
not. Yeah, it's a lot of gold for the Rel. Nako plays a good game so far, and both teams they just wait. It could be a long one. It could be another long game. We love it. We love to see it. Ash Arrow got stolen. Baron will be spawning in just a couple of seconds. So that's the reason why we see at least 1 top laner on the side lane needing to answer the wave. But there comes a good Ash Arrow, but in the end it's just again the Mii ult who's countered, and in the end Esli just gets sniped, and there's rest up, knocked up onto Nako. Can they still chase it or can't? Oh, big
double
knock
knock-up.
up onto three people. Can they just run them down? It's a good... Oh, it's not a good barrel. It could have been a good barrel, but
The
JJ
pixel.
just does not want to fight it actually. And now Mr. Hub and Makula have enough damage to do this Baron. Maybe Optimalus can trade for a turret, but maybe not.
Yeah, and I think the ult from JJ was 1 pixel off for the knockback. So it was quite unfortunate, but yeah, PERTINAX won the team fight. They got Baron, and that's the whole point they needed. How do you want to clear the wave with Silas, Azriel, and Aatrox? Not as before that there is a Victor, a Gangplank.
Yeah.
So how do you want to clear the waves?
No.
And also the poking and sieging from PERTINAX is way better.
They need to secure those cannon minions. I would even face tank some of those S3Qs just to get this turret finally. Because he cannot just sit there and clear the minion, right? Anyway,
And at this point you can also smite the cannon.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just one turret. I mean, PERTINAX really plays it quite slowly. Just one measly turret for them for a whole Baron right now. And Drake is spawning in 1 minute, so we might see something when it spawns. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but they can wait. They scale way better than Once Upon a Team.
I think I think they scale better as well. Yeah.
So they can just take it slowly here. They're now ahead in gold, but they're a bit behind in kills and objectives. That means yeah, just play it slowly and then get the win by that. Look, they can't clear the wave. They have no AoE. They can just do that flank.
Or something. What a big engage onto 3 people. It's a lot of damage. They are into the back line. They need to run. They need to kite. Victor does a good job with that. Makula is a lot tankier than expected, so they can try to clean up this fight. Actually, if Mastro dies, it looks really, really good. Just Ezreal and Eupho are leaving. Triple kill for Victor, and Victor's killer's Baron buff is just against Ezreal. He can just burst Ezreal probably if the movie plays too aggressive, and can just try to take down this turret. So really, really well played so far by both sides. Drake is up, so he does not want to fight this Ezreal, especially because he has no mana left, while Ezreal has all the mana in the world. So that's a big problem here.
There's a honey fruit for the mana.
He has maybe mana for one more combo, but he needs to do the blue buff or the fruit.
Yeah, and you saw in that team fight that if you kill the Ashe, you still have the Victor that shreds you. You have to kill them both. If you can't kill them both, you lose the fight. And therefore these double threats, therefore we see 100% pick rate for Victor today. I think that late game threat that you have on the Victor, if the team fight goes longer, is there. And that's...
Oh, Nego a little bit too deep is in the gravity field, but I mean he is tanky, he is really, really tanky. Optimalus now trying to fight with Makula. Makula is now onto the Aatrox and they just kite and they just got the double shot down here for Victor. They can just carry them. Triple kill for Victor, and what a game. They can just chase. And I don't know if they can even finish. I mean, they could maybe through bot lane if they need to take the wave. It could be the quarter kill now for Victor. Oh, good Sonya's there, but in the end it's not enough. It's quarter kill actually. Not official, but unofficial. And now just take down 2 turrets probably. I don't know if they can finish, but maybe a second
No.
turret, maybe a second inhib or something.
They want to split up for the dragon, and they get an inhib, and then you see a wave on top lane, so you just go back, enjoy the dragon, deny the soul, take camps with you, so you deny some gold. They want to secure the dragon. Smuggler can't kill it that fast.
Yeah, but do you remember the early game? I mean, this Victor struggled a lot against Silas. Got beaten in the 1v1, got beaten with the ganks of Neko. Even at one time was on the exactly wrong side where he just got chased into the enemy jungle and stuff and just died. But now, I mean, he is really strong. Out farms, has 25 Magi stacks.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to point out. Just look at the Magi stacks and you see how good he's doing. Yeah, but he isn't touching these fights. They can't get to the victor.
Oh,
there's
Daryl. They can probably run him down. It's too much movement speed. It's too many slows there. I mean, Optimalus can try, but he will not kill them. And in the end, it's just another kill.
That's Baron.
That could be Baron, yeah.
That's probably Baron for PERTINAX.
And it's the third Baron. It's the third Baron. Just think about it. It's kind of sad, but I mean, they get it. I mean, there's Neko sitting around the corner.
Yeah,
this might not be even spotted. Kragas against Essie. Can he not just solo bolo him? I mean, yeah, look at the damage. Might not do it. Oh, but there. Oh, the steal does not connect. So Neko alone with the lantern. He at least gets a little bit out, but in the end, it's just Rel. He just gets killed. Oh. The barrel was not enough. So maybe Smoothie can at least trade an inhibitor. And maybe he even gets out, but the whole squad is behind them. There comes the movement speed. Oh, good flash against the Ash Arrow in the end. The stuns, the slows. And it's enough to kill Ulfu. Masto probably gets out because nobody knows. Oh, and they know! I said nobody. No! Oh, it was so close.
It was so close. I don't want to see. That's not good for Once Upon a Team. Well,
what a game.
Smoothie could also run the other way. And UFO didn't have to wait for him, so it would probably be faster. So they could have split up. They wanted to. Yeah, but again, Baron minions without wave clear is so hard, and I think they can end right here and there. They're already up.
A good Ash Arrow, but they can't really connect onto him. In the end, he survives.
Nice lantern.
No kill. Run out. I mean, it's such a slow methodical victory at the moment by PERTINAX. They just wait, they just scale, they just go for a safe place. And now they can just group up as 5 for the top lane because 2 inhibs are down, so just group for top lane. That's exactly what you see on the minimap. And probably finish it. And I mean, it's really sad to see because Once Upon a Team was like the last place team, the last split, and now could be the last place team again. If they lose this game, they kinda lost a lot of games. Just German gang is equally on the same place. But yeah, it's a tough one for Once Upon a Team. I know they will just siege up and probably win the team fight because of the victor.
And there's a ult.
Yeah, Victor needs to stand a little bit safer. He was really frontlining there. But as long as he survives and as long as they have the Kenny minion, no, someone should really like body block those SVQs. Because by letting SV kill the Ultra Kenny minion, right? So
yeah.
For the next wave they don't have Baron minions left. Good damage actually by JJS.
Well, you
have
can
no way.
just tank something up and then Emilio just hits you up with the cozy campfire.
Yeah,
So
now they group
what
mid
a
lane.
is there again?
Why? Okay, they want to take down bot lane into Soul. Oh, not Soul, into Soul Point.
It's gonna be a double soul point! We get it!
It's an unpopular opinion, but it's so tough. Anyway, they try to engage with the Azure, but can't really do something. And JJS is really not as tanky against this Ezreal. They get one kill. What can really Victor do in such a choke point against Aatrox? Not much. What damage comes out? Mr. Hub is dead already, so now it's all on Victor, but Ezreal is strong. Ezreal got one-shotted, so the Magi stacks are still preserved. And in the end, Victor just tries to run out together with Markela, good knock up there, good Q. But the chain connect, and with that, with the stolen ultimate, probably Markela is dead. Ooh.
No! What is this?
That's strong. He can... Oh no, the next chains connect. Oh, it's so close.
What is
he dashes over the wall.
There's honey fruit!
Oh, he survived.
Oh my
He's
god,
oh,
he survived.
and he teleports into the base just for the turret.
Stop the backs! Stop
Maybe
the
for
backs!
the inhib as well. No, he's not greedy.
Oh.
It could have been greedy, but he is not greedy. And now Drake is still on the table.
Yeah, if you don't burst Yeti fight, he's just going to burst you. The ESLOL didn't have any chance against the 25 stacks Magi's with the Rabadons and the Lich Bane. The EQ comp hits like a truck. Just get overrun by the trucker Victor. The hack stack is better than the body.
Yeah, and all five are still living, so that could be the last team fight. That could be the 5v5. But probably once upon a team will just not try to defend it.
Will not fight it. It's
just
a double soul point. It's my first double soul point cast, and it's an Ocean Soul.
Does not connect. They try to kill Smoothie, who could flash.
They get flash.
But that's one flash less for the next big team fight.
And it's on an Ezreal. Where's flash in the build? But look at it. If you are PERTINAX, you want that Ocean Soul. So your Kayn heals more, your Gragas heals more, your Ashe and Victor can kite better because they are always healthy and always have mana. This is disgusting. I think the Gragas won't be killable. They need anti-healing.
Yeah.
Nico is on it.
A lot of damage against Leolas. But he heals up. I mean, what is this game? Both teams know exactly that if they engage and lose the team fights, then they will lose the game. So both teams kind of play really safe. But Masto, what a safe play if you can just throw a bottle and there comes the Azure, but nobody really dies. Big knock up there, and it's just the front to back team fight comp, and Masto at least gets Victor. I mean, that's amazing for once upon a team. They might lose the team fight from here, but Mr. Hub is still the second carry of this team, and Masto is dead. And Mr. Hub can carry this team fight. Can they get to them is the question. No, they will probably just do the fourth Baron, I mean.
That's the problem you have against PERTINAX. The double carry what mid threat? Are they just ending here? I think they can.
I think they will just do double inhib into Baron or something. Oh, Azure connects onto Ezreal, that's huge, but he will still survive. Oh, it's so close and he kills Mr. Hub. It was such a freebie, and in the end, Mr. Hub dies, so they need to go back. What a freebie! Oh no, they could have just go for Baron and maybe they lose Baron now. Oh no.
This is hard.
I mean, at least we see why both teams are on the bottom half, right?
Yeah, they can't finish games.
It's tough to say. I'm sorry for those two teams, but I mean, come on, guys. Just win. Someone. It's hard.
We're on 42 minutes. There are full builds coming in. So the Victor is not scaling anymore. He sold his boots.
Yeah, for another item. But he still has movement speed from Mage Eyes. Now they start this Baron. It goes down really fast, but I mean, they try to fight it. Olfo almost dead, but Baron just not being taken out. Big knockups there for Makela, but he is just dead in the meantime. Aatrox with a good flank, at least trading 1-for-1 so far. But still the carries are standing. We traded just Makela for UFO, and I think that's a good trade for once upon a team actually, because there's no jungler to steal the Baron. But just look at the teleports. I mean, Victor with one good teleport can base race here. So they need to kinda defend that. And because of that, they can just try to rush the Baron. Oh no, Kragas got caught. Kragas got caught in his tracks. Can they save him is the question. Yeah, they kinda saved him. Oh, it was so close.
The Gragas is so tanky. He has only health, but he's so tanky. How? These
guys
designs.
They go base. They go base for the Drake. We will wait another minute just to see them doing Drake. Oh no. And here, Octimalus even struggled against that many super. I mean, triple open inhib. Just finished the game with those minutes. I don't know. And now Mr. Hub starts solo Baron, not completely solo because he has still the support. Oh, that's.
They got help from the Ezreal.
That's a lot of poke. Neko is there.
JJ.
Where is Makela? Makela's in the pit, so he could try to go for it. Oh, the big first kill here for PERTINAX. Big second kill. That could be the game for PERTINAX. That could be the one. If they turn to Soul, I will curse them, but no, they try to go for the finish.
There's no soul in the triple in a double soul point game.
They want to finish. Must to do it. Can he do it? Or can Smoothie defend it somehow? I don't know how, but I mean they have Victor ult, so they can at least do a lot of damage, and even Aatrox is still living. So they need to engage. They need to find something. Oh, JJS does a good job to hold Mastu back. Oh, Mastu can't get into the backline. He is dead. And with that, even Aatrox is dead. He's in the Guardian Angel. That should be the win for PERTINAX. What a
44 minutes.
What a game. Holy moly.
Yeah, and PERTINAX did what they picked. They scaled and they just waited. Yeah. They didn't die that much in the early game. They struggled a bit. But in the end, the scaling comp wins, like always in competitive, most of the time at least, and yeah, the scaling wins. The Victor was,
yeah,
strong.
We have Makela on the line. Let's call him, and let's talk about this crazy game. Makela, how do you feel after such a banger game?
Yeah, I don't know what to say. We made it spannend for the boys, as Seal always says on Twitter. Whenever he posts something that's not animals. So yeah, I mean that's all I can say. We did a bit of griefing, and then we did a bit of less griefing, followed by more griefing, followed by a bit of gameplay, followed by more griefing, and then a bit of gameplay. But thank God OAuth matched our pace, so we're chilling.
Perfect. Yeah, tell us about the Kayn pick. I mean, Kayn isn't really the biggest meta pick right now, I would say. You just slammed them as last pick, and it worked out in the end. Tell us something about it.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, we were like flexing the Gragas, and then I was looking at like R5, and I was like, maybe this is a Kayn angle. Like in the end, I got like cucked so much by all the CC they had, right? But I think in general, like it was a decent pick. I thought like Azrael can't really punish me early, but then it puts more pressure on my laners to survive, which they didn't always do. but I think in like later in the fight it was actually pretty decent to do a bit of disrupting of the backline. But yeah, I mean it's just a bit of spice, right? To spice up the competition, because everyone's just meta slaving, and in like Div 1 we're getting Rek'Sai support and shit. So yeah, this is better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, you are the last standing member of last Spring Split's lineup.
Yeah.
So, how is the new lineup? Is everything fine with you guys? I mean, you changed your top laner now and stuff, but how's the feeling in the team now with 4 different players like last?
Yeah, I mean, the vibe in the team is really good. I think better than last split, right? Because last split we had a bit of roster issues. So I ended up playing support, right? Almost the entire split, which was a bit suboptimal, but yeah, we had to do what we had to do. And now we just have, yeah, I mean, we have like only 4 left of the starting lineup, right? But it was like we vibe well together, I think. We don't always think together. Like I don't think we have that. Like our synergy is not that good, but our mental synergy in terms of how we joke and shit is good. I guess that's worth something, right? But it leads to banger games, I guess. Yeah. Long games that go back and forth. You never know who's going to win, right? So that's nice.
And the question is, do we have fun playing with the guys you play?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's one of the points you need. So if you have fun, you can win games, and if you have fun and you lose some, it's not that bad for mental, right?
Yeah, I mean I still hate losing, right? Like, let's be honest. Like, whenever we lose, I'm like, especially if it's just some dumb reason, like, I'm still tilted as hell, right? But I guess that goes for everyone. Like, no one enjoys losing, right? Everyone takes it to heart, and then we just try to improve as much as we can in the time we're given. Yeah, that's it. Like, we don't actually, like, we flame each other, obviously, but in a fun way. Like no one's afraid to throw each other under the bus, and I think that's really nice. You know, it creates a fun little atmosphere of it's a bit of a verbal battle royale in the team. It's good.
Yeah, and just let's talk about. I mean, last split you somehow just because of the tiebreaker you missed players.
Yeah.
And if we just compare the 4th week from last split to the 4th week from this split, we have 1 less victory. Mm-hmm. So what are the chances for you guys to get back into playoffs, or maybe to get back into the tiebreaker for playoffs? What do you think about the results?
I mean, honestly, like so far, I think every game we lost outside of the Riftslops game from like last week, Friday, was really close, right? Like even in the games I wasn't there, they put on like a bit of a flippy long game performance where everything was close till the end. So I think like we can definitely take every team. I think our very first game of the season, right? We played we put up a pretty good showing as Rift as well. Yeah. Last week, not so good. Like we had a plan that we didn't execute upon in draft, and then it was very hard to play the game. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be rough, right? We need to win a lot to actually get in, but I think it's possible, right? Like, I don't think any of the teams have shown like any form of consistency outside of Riftslops, right? I think everything so far is back and forth. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a chance that we get in. There's also definitely a chance we don't, right? Because you never know how we perform on the day, and if the flippy game goes our way or not. But like, it's not impossible. So we're still gonna shoot for it, obviously.
Perfect to hear. The last question from my side. Next opponent is Dynasty.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Dynasty? Any predictions? Anything you are cooking right now against them, or I don't know? Just tell us about Dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've been cooking much yet. I think generally, like, I haven't seen last game, right, which seemed to be quite dominant from Dynasty's end at the start. But like usually they're just kinda, we chill and we pray to God that the enemy team lets us get to 50 minutes and then we out team fight, right? And I think last time we punished that well. Yeah, I mean, I think it should be a banger game again. I think we can win it, especially yeah, because I feel like their top laner is like perma tilted or some shit. that's the feeling I get. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's definitely winnable, right? Like all of their players are solid, but they don't seem to really do much. So if they just let us play the game and they just wait for us to get to 50 minutes, then I think we win, because we haven't gotten to 50 minutes yet, I think. So that's yeah,
Wasn't the Rift game? Wasn't the first Rift game a 50-minute game?
maybe. I don't
was
know.
40,
You'll have to get the
45.
stats. 45. See, like this one as well. 44, 55, right? So 45 minutes is our breaking point, I guess. It's like where we shine. So if we don't end in the 5 minutes between 45 and 50, I think we win against Dynasty.
Yeah, but didn't you say that Dynasty prays that they get into the late game?
Yeah,
and now
but
you
they
said
pray.
You pray.
They pray for 50 minutes, right? But we have our sweet spot, like our comfort zone is 45 minutes. So we have 5 minutes to close it out.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see on Friday then. Yeah, thank you, Makla, for your time.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you for the game. And hopefully we see you again on an interview, because you are winning all of your games from now.
Exactly, like we have to do it, right? Otherwise it's no fun.
Yeah.
Totally true. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you
and
for-
we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
QG, what a day. What a day.
Yeah, what a day. And let's just close the day and just look fast at the standings, and then we can see what we have, or maybe the standings first, and then we can check the results again and talk about this a bit. Yeah, we have the Rifts are still unbeaten on 9 games. Full Clear is second with 6-3, and Next and Dynasty on 5-4. Yeah, 2 third. Then we have Aurora with the 4-5. They didn't come back to their winning streak of the first half. And PERTINAX with the 3-6 right now. And we have Once Upon a Team and Journey Gang on 2-7 on the 7th place.
Yeah. And I don't know, results are maybe not that important, but let's see the schedule. If we have you schedule? No, okay. Then the results. I mean, it's exactly what we saw today. I don't know if we will have the schedule for Friday. Yeah, there it is. So we see again Full Clear as the first match against German Gang, then Rift against Once Upon a Team. I believe both games maybe have a little favorite, I would say. And then of course PERTINAX against Dynasty. We heard it will be a 45 minute game, and then maybe PERTINAX has the endurance to win it. And then our last game, maybe the most important game of the day, Aurora against Next, because both teams want to sit in the playoffs and they both want to win it, of course. So that could be the more important game, so you don't want to miss out of this Friday match. Anyway, Yuji, any last words?
Goodbye and good game.
Yeah, perfect. Goodbye, and have some fun in your ranked games, and hopefully you win them. See you soon.
Chicken nugget.
I don't really need that.